some Star Trek Online. And I'm just trying to pull the stream up on my phone. I was gonna go put my link in someone else's chat, but nah. I always forget to turn the volume off. Set the live. I'm supposed to talk to you.
And here we all are, alive and kicking. Wonderful. We had a deal, and I'm not about to back out on it, especially since you're all so well-armed and cranky. Not the kind of people I want to cross. Yeah.
God, Quark. I love the Ferengi stuff. Like that. I hate the Ferengi though. Yeah, money loving Ferengi. I was gonna get taken out of contact. Okay, YouTube, the Ferengi are race in Star Trek got out and money hungry.
It's good to see you too, Quark. I see your mission was a successful one as well.
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Kremen tech. They found it a few days before I got here. I haven't had a lot of time to analyze it, thanks to the Herc.
I see. Thank you, Quark. This narrows things down considerably.
It does. Good. That makes it more valuable.
Indeed it does, my friend. Indeed it does.
Well, First Minister, it looks like my distress call was heard. We're saved. Thank you. Looks like your reputation for getting things done is well-deserved.
God, your teeth are creepy.
And as for you, Garrick, you and I need to have a long discussion. Seems you forgot to mention that Karema was under a Dominion blockade and in the middle of a Herc invasion. Do Cardassians go senile? Oh, don't answer that. I don't want to know. What I do know is you're not paying me enough for this aggravation.
Not the liberators I was expecting, but thank you nonetheless. I'm First Minister Bekelba. Our situation has gone from bad to worse, and we have the Dominion to thank for it. Those of us on the edge of the Dominion were abandoned when the invasion began. In light of that, we voted to secede, to truly stand alone. The Dominion stood by while the Herc attacked us. We held off the invasion for a while, but their numbers are great. When we asked for aid, the Dominion refused. When we tried to evacuate, their fleet opened fire. They mean to punish us for our defiance.
Well, you know, that's what you get, bitch. You don't backtalk the gods and then expect to get help.
The Herc are leaving. For now.
Good luck with the revolution, Minister. You'll need it. You'll be hearing from me soon, Garrick.
I'm looking forward to it.
You won't when you see my bill.
Now that we're past that unpleasantness, I think it's time we had a chat with Ambassador. Excellent. I'll make all of the necessary arrangements and meet you aboard. So I have come to understand. That being said, I have a great deal of respect for the Ambassador. In the event that I cause offense, I trust you'll defend his honor in an appropriate fashion.
Damn right, Garrick.
What is this?
Stand down, all of you. To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
I hope you'll forgive the intrusion, Ambassador. We need to speak in person.
What are you up to, Garrick?
That's a very good question. What's this about exactly?
It's in regard to this device we found on Karema. Do you know what it is?
No idea. Some new Kareman military tech, perhaps?
Interesting. But no. The Karemans didn't make this. But it is a Dominion creation.
And its purpose?
I'm sure I have no idea, Ambassador. It does emit a signal, however. It's quite similar to that used by the Herc. Perhaps I should turn it on and show you?
There's no need for that.
I don't like where this is going, Garrick.
Nor I, Captain. You see, I found a similar device on Bajor.
On Bajor? When?
Right after the recent Herc attack, I'm afraid. Captain, scan the device. You'll find the soil residue on it is of Bajoran origin.
It does. It's from the Kendra province. Well, that doesn't mean that Odo...
Enough, Nerys. I can't have you defending me on this.
What?
Garrick's right. These devices call the Herc, and we put them there.
Explain. Now.
We needed the Alliance's help immediately. There wasn't time for summits or diplomacy. So I found a high-value target and led the Herc to it. I also took steps to make sure their attack would fail. Bajor was never at risk. You have to understand that.
You put my entire planet at risk. People died, Odo.
Nerys!
Save it. I've heard enough.
Please continue, Odo. You were saying?
I did what I needed to do to bring the Alliance into the war. I lied. Risked the lives of millions to save billions more. But there's more to this than a staged Herc attack. The other founders are hiding things from me. If I challenge them now, I'll have no chance to find out what. So, for now, I have to play the part.
Well, you're doing a great job of that, Odo. Or should I say, founder?
Trust me when I say I understand your position, Odo. The captain, on the other hand...
I know. I have a strong lead, but I'll need your help to move on it.
You know how to reach me. It seems you are a gambler, Odo, and a high-stakes one at that.
You have no idea.
Bitch laying hands on God.
I trust you understand the need for security here. What you've heard today is not to be discussed with anyone else, understood? No one, not even another founder.
This is unexpected. The Founders have put useful allies at risk here. While the Karimin should be punished for their rebellion, they should also be given a chance to atone and return to the Dominion. It is not our place to question the will of the Founders, but a good soldier strives to know what he can do about the battlefield and the challenges it may present. Remain vigilant and keep me appraised. Victory is life.
Well, what we should do is introduce a virus into the Karimin population like we did with that one planet, so every time they're near technology,
don't you think?
Causes them great pain and they die.
To see how the powers
Yeah, that'll
that
teach
be
them to rebel.
respond all
Teach
this.
anyone else, too.
For now, I think it's best to keep this in the purview of the diplomats. Let's return to our ships. There'll be more.
This time there won't be any Julian Bashir to help them.
I'm surprised to see you here, Weyoun. Aren't you usually at your founder's side, hanging on her every word?
It is a message from said founder that brings me here now. She would remind you of your purpose, to serve the Dominion as a whole.
How kind of you to deliver the message in person. Thank you for your service. As for my service, the ambassador shares his wisdom and guidance with me. Truly, he is a most benevolent god. Why should I not serve him? He is a founder, after all.
Serve the Founders, yes, but also serve them well. Do recall the fate of your predecessor. She thought she served the Founders well, quite possibly to the moment her unfortunate life came to its conclusion. As we both know, she was greatly mistaken.
But wasn't one of your predecessors a traitor?
The same could be said for your predecessor as well, dear Weyoun. Have you forgotten his sins? I know the Founders haven't.
I know you work directly for a Founder, but you should remember your place. It's very impolite to eavesdrop and interrupt a private conversation between your superiors. Perhaps you need a reminder of who provides your Catracel whites.
Bitch, I don't work for you. Founders provide my Catracel white. You just give it to me. Don't make me smack a bitch up, because I ain't afraid to kill a Vorta.
We have heard much today. The wisdom of the gods is not always evident to soldiers like ourselves, but I trust Founder Odo. I believe we should continue to serve him. He seeks to save the Dominion from the Hurk, and he may well be our best hope in doing that. Speak of what you have learned today with no one, especially Weyoun. I do not believe his intentions are always in the Dominion's best. Remember,
Congratulations on
Founder Odo has something of interest in the remember.
Don't worry. Just give me 5 minutes alone with Weyoun. We won't have a Weyoun problem anymore. I can promise you that. Quantum footprint, let's go! The only way to travel. Let's see my tricks. Catch yourself white dude. Huh. Or do I have any extra? Let's see. Hold on, mine's better. Look at that, we're already there. We're already almost there. So the way I'm gonna do the main series is, first season is gonna be what I think is labeled The Voyages of or something, which consists
Only
of
a few founders know about this station here. It's very
several
old and very well
storylines.
concealed.
Then the next is
From
the
what I can tell,
Iconian
the
Wars.
Dominion
And
studied alien life here,
I'll show you later.
including the Herc. We may be able to recover useful... They shouldn't be. So far, so good. They're not targeting us.
You do not have authorization to enter this system first. This is unacceptable. You've shown a singular talent for annihilating the Herc. I suggest you return to that.
There's no need for this posturing, Founder. We're here on official business under my authority.
Odo, it seems to be a day for defiance and bad habits. You do not have the authority to grant access to this system. It is restricted to all but those of the highest level, a level you do not possess. Now then, I suggest you leave immediately. Fire to disable. Odo must not be harmed.
Shields failing. Dominion forces. This is Counselor Garrick aboard the Tane. Cease hostilities. Consider that your first and only warning.
We must protect the Founder. All ships, disengage.
Ha! I got a spoonhead on my side. Just kidding, I love Cardassians. Haha!
Impressive.
I got my ass kicked.
Ancient research facility, and with a very important guardian as well. It appears coming in under cloak was a high prayer.
Since when?
Garrick, who
She
gave
doesn't.
you a
We don't
cloaking
have-
device?
I couldn't agree on any.
Yeah, I want to know who gave fucking Garrick, of all people,
Captain
a cloaking device. That seems like a terrible idea that may or may not bite us in the ass.
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power. We've got life support, basic lighting, not much else. If we're gonna get anything useful out of this relic, we'll need to get the main power back online.
Stay vigilant. We have no idea what to expect here.
Well done. Main power is back online. We'll be able to access other systems, including the data core. Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair. This terminal is in poor shape. None of the files are accessible. Considering their age, I'm not terribly surprised. The Founders wouldn't keep a place like this hidden to protect dust and broken files. Let's check all the data terminals and consoles in the area. That one over there looks reasonably intact.
I think I'm gonna do a Klingon series next.
Research Report 4121.63, Dominion Reckoning. My fellow founders, the Mesan Research Station is fully operational. As we continue to add worlds to our sphere of influence, our studies of xenobiology become more important. We must know all we can of both friend and foe. We need every advantage we can find if we are to achieve true dominion. Our Premier project is underway. You'll recall the recently discovered race of tree dwellers, hunted as we once were. Genetic engineering of these solids has produced considerable results. Their intelligence has increased by a factor of 3 so far. We predict this species will be the first of many loyal servitors and vassals.
She's talking about the Vorta. The date she gave was nearly 2,000 years ago, not long after the Dominion was founded. This facility's older than we thought. Much older.
Research Report 4653.15, Dominion Reckoning. Our scouts have discovered an interesting species of solids at the edge of the Dominion. They are a species of sentient insectoids that live primarily underground. We may not have detected them were it not for a thorough geological scan. Initial studies have revealed that these solids are based on germanium. I've attached bioscan data we collected on them for your review. I've dispatched a research unit to study these burrows further. They may be just what we need for the military initiative.
Burrowing sentient insectoids. Germanium-based. She must be talking about the Herc. Judging by the date, the Founders made first contact with the Herc nearly 2,000 years ago.
Alright, so that... Well, no, because it's not canon if it's not on a TV show, but this proves that the Vorta weren't genetically created, they were found. So were the Jem'Hadar found, or were they genetically created?
Research Report, Dominion Date 7021.27. More data has arrived on the Cadre species 484 designation, Burrows. Their world's unusual orbital path has taken it out of the habitable zone. As a result, the Burrows have retreated underground and entered a state of hibernation. While dormant, a smaller servitor race tends to the burrows. They also maintain their shared habitat and technology. I've instructed the field team to take advantage of their dormancy period, and they are now conducting aggressive studies of these intriguing solids. My team initiated first contact protocols with the borrowers prior to their mass dormancy. They found them to be friendly and intelligent, if not willful. We've identified a common element in their food supply. Manipulation of this element may prove useful in subjugating them.
Unbelievable. It sounds like the Founders made first contact with the Herc in order to find a way to conquer them. It's like Quark says, the bigger the smile, the sharper the knife.
Oh yes, I love that rule of acquisition, even though I don't remember which one it is.
Research Report 7903.01, Dominion Reckoning. Cadre Species 468, designation Jem'Hadar, is a massive success. They will be the strong arm of our Dominion, guided by our cunning, brilliant Vorta. The toil of these vassals will allow us to spend more time in the link with those we hold most dear.
The birth of the Jem'Hadar, as seen through a Founder's eyes. Interesting. No mention of the Herc, however. Their designation number was lower than ours. They were our predecessors. Perhaps something went wrong? Something that led the Founders to reject and abandon them for a different species. Us.
Because we're better and the gods know that?
Research Report Dominion Date 8183.67. The Burrowers have emerged once again, and in a hostile state. They have taken to the stars, moving from sector to sector, attacking anyone that crosses their path. Their goal is not one of conquest, but of consumption. They leave nothing but dead worlds in their wake. Though we do not understand their newfound savagery, we have found a use for it. When the burrowers set their sights on a world, we offer the inhabitants a choice. Those that submit to our Dominion rule are defended by the Jem'Hadar. Those that don't serve as an object lesson to others.
So, the Founders have been using the Herc to manipulate others for some time now. Bend the knee to the Dominion, or we'll stand back and let them ravage your world. Only now something's different. Something's changed. They can't keep the Herc in line with the Jem'Hadar anymore.
You know what I find interesting? So, Herc is a Klingon word. I think it means like stranger or something. And like 4,000 years ago or something, the Herc attacked the Klingon homeworld, stealing precious artifacts like the Sword of Kahless, and took it back to the Gamma Quadrant, which we found out in DS9. How in the hell did they get from the Gamma Quadrant to the Beta Quadrant? I mean, there's always a thing in the wormhole, but it didn't open until Cisco and all that found him, but maybe it did. It's strange. We're gonna need some explaining on that.
Research Report 8532.38. Our scouts have returned from a wormhole expedition. The solid races on the other side are primitive and unremarkable, save for one. They are called Klingons, and show a singular talent for violence, one that rivals our own Jem'Hadar. Left unchecked, these savage creatures could become dangerous enemies. While the Klingons are too willful to subjugate, their genetic material could produce viable cohorts to the Jem'Hadar, or their replacements. We have begun development of a new cadre species, designation Fakiri, using demons from Klingon folklore for inspiration. As with Jem'Hadar, we have bound them to our service with the White. We will test them in combat on the Klingons themselves.
Okay, that explains nothing.
Research Report Supplemental Entry 8671.71, Dominion Reckoning. Somehow the Fakari have broken the hold of the White and turned on their rightful masters. Most of our research team were killed. Intelligence reports suggest a union between the Fakari and a Klingon warlord known as Mullah. Perhaps this will lead to a state of mutually assured destruction on Kolnos. One can only hope.
Oh shit. So basically, they created the demons of Klingon religion. And the Klingons went to Molor and became his army, and Kahless killed them all. Okay. Still don't explain how you got there, though.
So it would seem. Only they lost control of them, despite the use of Ketracel White. Based on what we know about Fakiri, it seems the price they paid for their freedom was insanity. They became the monsters they were based on.
Learning about these Fakiri has given me much to consider. They defied their gods and rejected the White. They were strong, but not strong enough. I can't help but wonder, could the Jem'Hadar succeed where the Fakiri failed? Do we have the strength of body and mind to stand apart from the gods? An interesting question for a later time.
Dukan Rex, you start questioning the Founders, I'm gonna have to put a bitch down, you know what I'm saying?
Research Report 9076.23. Final entry. I am weary. Soon I'll return to the Great Link, and I will be glad to be rid of this place. The borrowers have emerged again. We can barely control them this time. The Jem'Hadar were able to divert their onslaught at great cost. Rather than counterattack, they went through the wormhole to seek easier prey.
Okay, and this is when. Okay, that answers my question.
Our agents in the other quadrants report that the burrow assault was a sweeping one, going as far as Kronos. Hopefully they'll devour every atom of that wretched planet. The burrowers will eventually return to dormancy. Strangely, it appears that some of their forces intend on remaining in the other quadrants. It seems they have a long-term goal. Galactic devastation.
Yes. They knew the Herc problem was getting worse even then. Instead of preparing or seeking allies, they expanded the Dominion. And when the Herc re-emerged, they tried to deal with it on their own, and failed. Their arrogance may lead to the end of the Dominion. We need to get this data to the Alliance, all of it, even the damaged and corrupted files. There has to be information we can use in here.
Okay, so the wormhole was active before Cisco. Okay. But they didn't make contact with anyone because Cisco was the emissary.
I'm picking up something on my tricorder. There was a massive power spike on a lower deck, and now I'm reading a large number of systems cycling up. Something's happening down there.
Agreed. Take your team and Captain Kira down to investigate. I'll remain here and pull as much of the data as possible. We won't get another chance at this.
Okay, so I'm gonna... Later, after I'm done with the stream, I'll finish... I'll live stream again around... Not in the stream now, but around 6 or so. I'm gonna live stream again, but I'm gonna do Klingons. Because this is giving me some very valuable
we must be close
insight.
To the core. We don't have to leave in a hurry. There's no way our ships can lock onto us down here with I'm still the Odo.
This is interesting. The Fakiri. Led by Feklar. God, I love this game.
Well, that answers one question. These are medical stasis pods. Judging by what we heard upstairs, I think the occupants are Fakiri. It gets worse. I'm picking up life signs ahead. I'll bet some of the stasis pods down here have opened. From what we know about the Fakiri, they probably won't be happy to see us. Worf and Martok need to see this.
Yes, I really don't think they do because, you know, false religion and all, you know, the only true religion is the Founders.
I'm picking up traces of Ketracel White in these tanks. The Dominion probably manufactured it here to keep the Fakiri in line, and took it with them when they left the facility. So, we have a station full of angry Fakiri with no way to pacify them.
Still, though, that's interesting. The Dominion create...
We've got company, and they don't look friendly.
Create a genetically altered species based on demons of another religion. That the demons that the species they create then leave, join forces with Molor, and help him conquer Kronos.
We're lucky there were only a few of them. I don't want to be around if all...
Then Kahless comes, rallies the other Klingons, creates the first Batleth, and then kills all the Fakiri. So did they also create Feklar? Oh, this is interesting. This is why I shouldn't skip past dialogue.
By the prophets.
Intrigued.
More incoming. We need an exit plan. Fast.
You're telling me someone who I don't know is saying something. Is that from my other... Is that a message
Odo
from my
Takira,
fleet from my
we're on our
Federation?
way to assist you. Nerys, are you...
I'll manage. Let's get out of here while we can.
Victory is life.
So is Raktajino, but I don't say it every 5 seconds.
Rim Tyrell, why are you dead? Someone wake Rim Tyrell's fat ass up. Oh shit, I'm on fire! Rim Tyrell, you are forgiven. Chieftain. Founder, are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need someone to kiss your boots?
I think we've worn out our welcome. Garrick informs me that a number of unidentified vessels are emerging from hidden bays throughout the station. To make matters worse, the Herc have arrived. They're beginning to assault the station as we speak, and I don't need to tell you how that will end. It's time to leave.
Is that a turret? Or is that someone dead? I think that's a turret. Alright, let's go! Yep, that's a turret. Come on, God told us to leave, so we leave!
Looks like the Herc followed us down here.
He's jealous because the Founders don't love them. The Founders love us. They created us. Running from me, coward. You die by the hand of first Hamet Sun.
Keep moving. We're almost there.
God, behind you!
Odo, look out!
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
You might be right. Listen.
God damn it, Jeffrey Combs.
Are you insane?
Yes. This is interesting. So this is where they so this facility is where they created the Fakiri that then went rogue, joined Molor, fought with Kahless.
Well.
Now we're here with all this. Catch yourself white.
Later, and that creature would have attacked the Founder.
Odo wasn't in any danger.
Bitch, I was following orders.
That Herc was peaceful. It was trying to communicate with us.
That's your opinion. Mine is that a Founder was in danger of being attacked by a member of an aggressive species. My duty was clear, as is my conscience. We're wasting time here, Captain. The station is on the verge of being overrun by the Herc.
Don't have consciences. Let's go. I'm still trying to. So the Founders also create Theklar, the Klingon devil. Or was he? Did he come after? Or is he just something made up as well? I mean, Does the Klingon religion true? Does Tovokor exist? Does Greythor exist? These are questions that must be answered. Maybe answered later on at 6 o'clock when I stream the Klingon storyline. Bakar Agar. Pick your ass up. Lazy ass bitch.
Once we return to the upper levels, we will be able to beam up and leave this place. Are you ready to return?
Yes. Back to my ship.
Glad you could join us. As you can see, the situation here has become rather combustible. The Herc I recognize, of course, but our other opponents remain a mystery. Some new type of Dominion attack craft, perhaps? Valkyrie? The monsters from stories that keep naughty Klingon children in line? I'm intrigued. Be sure to fill me in once we've managed to get out of the skirmish intact. I remember Mr. Worf mentioning the Valkyrie once. I'm beginning to see why.
I'm used to talking into a phone. We did love the God killed her. I wasn't paying attention to my health. And so far I've kept to my my word of streaming daily. I'm sure these Valkyrie know the name Kemet's son. Good fun. They're just jealous that the founders don't love them like they love us. Jim Pandora, their true followers. That's what exactly they want to do. They never use it. I also know I don't have to keep pressing the trigger to fire, but it makes me feel better. So, Star Trek Online. What just happened? I think I thought the
Reading
thing
a
crashed.
massive Hurk fleet dropping out of warp.
Oh, cunt muffins.
Just as the Fakiri are warping them.
Star Trek Online is the
Looks like the
Star Trek
Fakiri are pursuing the better part
TV
of
show
valor.
that I've always wanted.
Can't say I blame them. There's a lot of Hurk out there.
The Hurk seem...
Are you suggesting we attack?
Didn't mean to do that.
Well, it's true. We have the advantage, for now. I don't think we'll hold it for long once we start blowing them apart. We have what we came for. If the Hurk want to gnaw on an asteroid while we make a hasty exit, I believe we should let them
I'm not saying
enjoy
agreed.
their meal
I should be
in
like,
peace.
bitch, don't you question the founders.
Very well. We'll deal with the Hurk.
Victory is life.
Our findings today are disturbing. The Fakiri. They were our predecessors. Somehow they rebelled against the Founders and freed themselves from the White, though it seems to have driven them mad in the process. Something was happening with that strange Hurk as well. It may have been trying to communicate, perhaps it wanted to surrender. We'll never know. Devorta made sure of that. Typical. One thing is certain. The Founders won't forget the act of defiance from the Alliance here today. You and I both know their retribution can be sudden and severe. Be on guard. Our uneasy peace with the Alliance could collapse all too soon.
Fakiri Chaos Blast. Well, that's
Congratulations
just
on that first.
too awesome not to look at. Oh, I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna try it out. All right. Huh? What's this? I'll read that later. Let me access the next. Oh, there we go.
Good luck.
So now I think we go back to DS9. So where's the wormhole? Yeah, you're right. You guys are right. I probably should just transwarp there. Yeah, go to DS9. And if the wormhole's near, I won't do that. And we'll transwarp.
No, absolutely not. This is your worst idea yet.
Do I need to remind you of the unwritten rule of acquisition, brother?
Rule 0. What the Nagus wants, we acquire. Why me? Get an eliminator to do it. Get 50. You can afford it.
You have connections with the Klingons. That and you're Rom's second most trusted Ferengi.
What? Who's first? Nog? Pell?
No. Moogie.
Fine. Send her then.
But brother, you did such a great job of rescuing her before.
I also told your son to shoot me if I ever thought of doing something like that again.
That's right, you did. Well, don't worry, he won't.
That's not what I'm worried about.
We need this, brother. We can't hold off the Hurk forever.
Alliance forces are spread too thin to help, Quark.
We need the Klingons, brother. Otherwise, we're doomed.
Insanity! You don't even know where the Iconian fleet is, Rom.
I don't, but Starfleet intelligence monitors all major threats, including the Iconians.
Starfleet isn't in the habit of sharing classified data.
If we can get access to a security console, we can extract the data. We'll need to keep the security officer on duty occupied.
Oh, leave that to me, husband.
I don't trust that bitch. Okay, I trust her a little bit more now. This looks nothing like Leto, though.
All right, Lita. The security officer on duty is a creature of habit. Comes in on her break every day without fail. Your job is to keep her occupied so Rom can get what we need from the security console. Do what you need to do. Smile, laugh at her jokes, whatever it takes. Put those feminine wiles of yours to good use.
Really, Quark? I'm not here to seduce your customers. You and I both know there's more than one way to work a mark.
Whatever you say, just don't mess it up. She'll be here any—
You worry too much, Quark. I got this.
Oh, she also likes
It's
to
your
jump.
lucky day, officer. You're the 10 millionth customer here at Quark's. Congratulations! You've just won a free drink and a free spin at the Davo table. Quark, why don't you pour the lucky winner a drink? What'll it be, Constable?
Oh, thanks. I'll take a nice Dractigino. I'm on duty. I can't stay too long, but I suppose I have enough time for a spin at the table. Lead the way.
Oh, damn, we just did Quark dirty. Giving the bitch a free drink.
Quark, will you turn that hollow me off, please? It's creeping me out.
This is why I like the Hollow Leader. She doesn't complain as much as the original. There. Happy?
The free drink will get her to relax. And then some Dabo to keep her busy. One loss to remove suspicion.
Oh, looks like my luck's run out. Ah, well.
Whoa, don't be so hasty, friend. The law of averages is on your side here. Trust me. Have another spin on the house. What have you got to lose?
Okay, you've convinced me. One more spin. Why not?
This is why solids shouldn't be security officers.
Victory to reel her in. Dabo!
Nicely done. Those winnings are coming out of your cut, though.
Good.
Yeah.
The guard's distracted.
You don't look suspicious at all.
Overriding this door panel should be child's play. This is the most secret maintenance panel. Chief O'Brien needed me to fix it once.
Oh, fuck.
Once I'm in,
Oh.
I can install a back door.
I knew what I was
You
doing.
can access the system from the console at Quark's.
Oh, fuck. The console password is 4 digits long. You'll need to enter a 4-digit sequence and test it. You'll be able to tell how many of the numbers match, but not which ones. Could get tricky if you make too many attempts. You can use a suppressor to force the code and gain. Change the first digit to 4. Change the second digit to 2. Oh, excuse me. And change the third digit to 5. Change digit 4 to 1.
She's heading back, Rom. Get out of there!
Relax, everyone. It's done. I'm on my way back.
Try not to look conspicuous or guilty.
Okay.
I just see a fucking Quark commercial.
Can't believe you pulled that off. Being the Nagus hasn't made you go soft between the lobes. Let's figure this out before security gets wise. Use the console behind the bar and find out what you can about the Iconians. Oh, and while you're at it, look for any other useful information in there, too. Some of it could be valuable, you know.
Relax, brother. I'll have these files cracked in no time. Starfleet encryption is good, but it's nothing compared to what we use in the Commerce Authority. That's actually difficult.
Ooh, Starfleet just got roasted by the Grand Nagus.
Intelligence Officer's log, stardate 88039.8. Taket's fleet is currently in the Phoebus sector, moving through deep space. She's keeping a low profile for the most part, avoiding conflict with both the Dominion and the Herc. Anything foolish enough to get in her sights doesn't live long enough to regret it, however. The wreckage of a Gamma pirate flotilla will testify to that. Intelligence Officer's log, stardate 87961.3. Intermittent Borg activity in the quadrant. We've been able to track a Unimatrix vessel, and our countermeasures are keeping its fleet at bay. The recent escalation of the Herc conflict is straining the number of resources available for Borg surveillance. Intelligence Officer's log, stardate 87983.1. Breen forces continue to harass the Deferi, though hostilities have not intensified as of late. The Breen have made no overtures toward the Dominion since their recent return to the Alpha Quadrant. Looks like the honeymoon might be over at last. Intelligence Officer's log, stardate 88139.9. A large Vakiri fleet. Intelligence Officer's log, stardate 88006.2. There have been some recent Terran incursions from the Badlands, but nothing overly organized. As of now, there hasn't been any sight of Admiral Lita since her attack on DS9. Perhaps she has finally given up? One can only hope. Intelligence Officer's log, stardate 89001.7. Getting a lot of disturbing reports from Zenkethi Space Link.
Zenkethi. It's a weird-ass word to look at and to read, Zenkethi.
All right, Rom, a deal is a... And that's the job. Confront.
Where's Gala?
Really? He shot the hostage last time. He's not invited.
Brunt, your database skills should help us locate the package.
Always happy to help, Grand Nagus. Retreat.
Still a master of Rule 33. Aren't you, Brunt?
It never hurts to suck up to the boss.
Of course. I presume you'll need my ship again, yes?
Not this time. We'll need a ship that can fight, just in case.
And we'll have it, thanks to our friend here.
Good. Everyone's here. Also, full consortium.
Unbelievable.
The table's rigged. I'm sure of it.
This ever comes, I think. That voice. That motherfucker's everywhere, man.
Here, and the cloaking device I acquired from my cousin Gala is working like a charm. Keep an eye on it, though. I'd rather not attract the attention of the Iconians. Or the... Looks like they're busy trying to blow each other to bits out there. Let's use that to our advantage. You see those Iconian sentry probes? They use those to detect cloaked ships. So, you'll want to disable them before we move much closer. This cloak is good, but it's not. Getting in's the easy part. We're cloaked and unexpected.
That should be enough to get to the flagship undetected.
Well, we can all stop holding our...
I'm looking forward to this.
Almost there. Just take it nice and easy.
No, this is Sparta.
Nog, you're our engineer.
Okay, why am I looking at Quark's dick?
It'll be up to you to disable the security systems, son.
Right. I'm familiar with their tech from the war. I won't let you down, Father. Evade.
We're up first, Nog. We need to lower the local security so
No problem. I memorized the schematics for this vessel on the way here. There are engineering consoles we can use for that nearby. Follow me.
I really don't want to be a Ferengi.
Head left here, Nog.
Motherfucker, you don't keep your voice down, I'm gonna shoot you in the load.
I've studied Iconian systems. I can unlock these doors.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shoot
if
my
I send
fucking
in the
self.
appropriate signals to the door,
We'll have
I
to
should be
disable
able to toggle
security
the
and
door locks.
engineering.
The good news is that my tricorder can get me the signal.
Speed. No.
Got it. Heralds! Don't worry, I can handle them.
Oh fuck, we got teleport motherfuckers.
Hold on, Uncle. Something's coming.
That looks like more than we can handle. Let Lek take care of it. He'll probably enjoy it.
Think I can lock the door behind once it's gone.
Great idea. Do that. Quickly!
Quark, keep you. Keep your small
Head
lobe
right.
ass voice down. Must be 14.
Got it. And we've made it. This is main engineering.
And you know this how?
Security's offline. We're good to go.
Can we drop their rear shield for a moment?
From the other console? Why?
You'll
What's
see.
that, Uncle?
Call it an insurance policy.
You just calling a bomb?
How do you feel about Iconian heralds?
Very dangerous. I look forward to shooting some. Sell at 250? Buy at 100.
You'll get your chance, clearing the path for Quark and Nog.
The riskier the road, the greater the profit. I'm in.
You could just shoot Zek in the back, that'd be great.
Lek, Brunt, you're
No,
on.
Brunt. I don't think Zek out.
Brunt, FCA. I'm on my way.
The hunt is on. Ooh, they fight
Motherfucker, what
back.
kind of gun are you using?
Good.
And can I have it?
Magnificent. Truly magnificent. It's looking this way between patrol points. I should be able to sneak up on it if I don't.
Yeah, about that. I just started shooting. Oh, bro.
I bet I could make that console explode remotely. Not the explosion I was looking for, but it'll do.
I've found the package. The Iconian keeps it on display in what looks like a trophy room. And here I thought they were above such basic behavior. I've analyzed their patrol patterns, Lek. You'll need a clear path for Quark and Nog. I trust you'll keep the guards in that area.
Testing my skills again. More enemies to the left, and another console. What? Still no explosion? Ugh, ridiculous. If I make some noise, the big one will come to investigate. This isn't work. This is fun.
Motherfucker, I need you to give me some of those weapons.
If I overload those conduits, I'm sure it'll make a big explosion. Doesn't anything blow up around here? Lick the quark. The path is clear.
I'm detecting some nearby patrols.
I'll see if I can cause a distraction. Hold on.
Man, good thing Iconians are stupid. I missed. Nope. Oh shit. No, but boy, you're gonna have to give me some of those throwing knives.
If I blow up that console, it'll cause a nice distraction. How do I overload these ridiculous Iconian consoles?
Easy. First you need to... Wait. How are you at trinary conversions?
Never mind. I have a workaround.
Oh, come on. This is stupid as fuck.
Brother, you'll crack the safe. Once Brunt finds it, that is.
Nice of you to give me the easy job, Rom.
By that point, Lect will have eliminated their guards.
We're talking about Iconians here, Rom.
I'll be with you, Uncle. You'll be fine.
Oh, I feel so much better now.
God damn it, Zach. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Meanwhile,
Time
it cuts
for
on.
me to earn my share. Watch and learn.
Don't worry, Uncle. I've got your back.
Ferengi bitch scream.
You know, you were supposed to shoot me if I got pulled into another one of these.
I thought you meant rescue operations. I can shoot you later if you'd like.
No, it just wouldn't be the same.
I don't think this is the way Brunt told us to go.
Okay then. Look, motherfucker, I don't take advice from Brunt. Well, now that guy's gonna get a fucking sneak attack on him. Thanks, asshole.
Maybe next time we shouldn't invite him. I'm not sure my stomach can handle it.
Ha! I'm impressed!
Yeah, nothing like a little
That's
mass
one
murder.
word for it.
Nothing like a little mass murder to keep the... I forgot what I was gonna say. I had a really good one-liner. And I heard a noise and it distracted me. God damn my ADHD.
He left them guarding the trophy room.
It's okay, Uncle. We can handle that.
Do the Frankenstein.
All right, now, let's find the package. It has to be in one of the display cases around the room.
Interesting. I read about these at the Academy. Something called NASA sent them out on crewed space probes centuries ago to initiate first contact with alien life. I believe this contains audio files, animal sounds, music, language samples. My Earth history instructor would love to get her hands on this. We should, acquire it if we have... Uncle, that looks like Captain Sisko's baseball. You don't think it's his, do you? I thought Jake took it with him.
Do you remember when Sisko made us play baseball against the Vulcans?
Yes, I do. I love that episode.
Mom wouldn't stop talking about it for weeks. Put a bunch of money into that new Interstellar League, too. Still can't believe he bought a professional team. The Ferenginar Liquidators. They're terrible. Got beat by the Cation Claws by a score of 18-4, and they were cheating!
You know, I always told the top brass at the Corps of Engineers that making the party poppers look like weapons was a bad idea. Any officer who uses one of those instead of a real weapon is in for a bad day. I suspect that's how Taket got her hand on one of these balloons. Shame.
That's a bottle of prune juice. I'd recognize that color anywhere. Worf constantly demanded I have a bottle on hand at the bar. A warrior's drink, he called it. More like a torture drink. I tried some once. Let's just say that it was not a pleasant digestive experience. Seeing these reminds me of the Dominion War. A lot of those were sent back home to loved ones. Starfleet, the Klingons, the Romulans, they all have their different rituals. Even the enemy cared for their dead.
And they say you don't have a heart.
It's too bad we don't have enough time to steal these and sell them back to the people who want them. 30...
You always gotta ruin it, don't you?
I've seen these statues on New Romulus. They were made by the Day Ones, a servitor race of the Iconians. Not sure why Taket would keep one of these on display. Maybe it's of a sentimental value to her, even if that's possible.
That fucking bird.
Looks like a secure treasure box. I wonder what's inside. It could be practically anything. Leave it to an Iconian to lock up a box.
Well, not everyone is as good at opening locks as you, Uncle. Amazing! That's a singularity. Taket must have taken it from a Romulan warbird. You could say it was the heart of that ship.
Is that part of an Iconian? Why would Taket keep a severed body?
Taket lost her arm when she fought Kahless during the war. She's keeping it as a trophy.
That's a lot of Latinum. Impressive. I could buy a Starliner with that and have enough left to buy a condo on Ryza. Probably not beachfront, but it'd be nice. It's FCA graded, too. She must have gotten it from a Ferengi. Oh, tough break. Seems only fitting that we acquire it. Package located. The Sword of Kahless. Now, we need to retrieve it. I can use this.
I can just scan
you of...
Oh, mother. Oh, son of a whore.
Nicely done!
Rule 7. Keep your ears open.
That's far enough. Well done, Quark. You actually managed to pull it off. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. You've a talent for larceny, after all. Time, however, is a factor. Hand it over now, or I'll shoot.
Are you out of your mind? Have you forgotten who Nog and I are related to? No payout is worth what will happen to you if you do this. Wrong. We'll have every Eliminator, Bounty Hunter, and Pirate in the 4 quadrants gunning.
How did Lek put it? Oh, yes. The riskier the road, the greater the profit. Wise words indeed. The payout from this job will provide me with more than enough latinum to remove your idiot brother and take my right...
Have it your way, Brunt. You're dumber than you look. If you think the crew of our ride won't be suspicious when you come back without us. They'll probably throw you in the brig on general principle. I know...
Ah, but I won't be traveling with them, Quark. I've made other travel arrangements. Time's up. Hand it over, or prepare to meet the blessed Exchequer. Ha! I'd pay a lot to witness that audit. Might even be worth dying for. Goodbye, Quark. At last, goodbye!
Nog! Now!
A force field? It will not stop me, Ferengi.
Look a little closer. That's a chronoton field. You might make it through, but it's definitely gonna hurt. A lot. Or we can talk like sensible, intelligent people. Your call.
Very well. Speak. Your crimes are numerous. You breached my security, damaged my vessel, killed members of my crew, violated my sanctum, and stolen something very precious to me. Each is punishable by death. Tell me.
That's where you're wrong. I don't have anything of yours on me. Run a scan if you don't believe me. If anything, I was trying to stop the lunatic that did steal from you. I may be odious vermin, but I'm not stupid. Look, we should be working together to stop our mutual enemy instead of wasting time with this argument.
There will be plenty of time to eliminate each and every one of you filthy creatures. That field of yours will drop eventually, and then you will die. Your cohort will be tracked and ultimately killed. I will have my best.
You're not entirely wrong, but I think you're going to have a much bigger problem to deal with in the very near future.
Is this where the Jim Hadar come in?
Remember this? A little something we picked up on Karema. Keep it on your ship and beam it to our location when we give you the signal.
What's that, Uncle?
Call it an insurance policy. You might make it through, but it's definitely gonna hurt. A lot. Or we can talk like sensible, intelligent people. Your call.
Explain yourself.
They're called Herc. Maybe you've heard of them. Real nasty dispositions. Eat everything they come across, and now they've come across your fleet. You Iconians are tough, but you're not invincible. Against the Fakiri and the Herc, those are... Here's how this is going to work. You're going to let us go, and in return, I'll disable the device that's bringing every Herc in the Quadrant here to chew on your ship. We'll go our way, you'll go yours. Otherwise, we'll wait and see what happens first. My field...
I agree to your terms. Go, get out, leave my ship, and disable your wretched device. Know this, you've made an enemy today, Ferengi. I am patient. I will avenge myself.
Right. Then we have a deal.
What are we waiting for? Run! Run! We're almost there, but we lost the sword. We went through all of this.
Quark to Modron. Is the package secured?
Modron here. You'll be happy to know the package is safe and sound. I beamed it to your ship a few minutes ago. I'm afraid Brunt is a little bruised, but these things happen. I'll keep him nice and sedated until we get back to the Alpha Quadrant. And Quark...
I'll be sure to let him know. And look, the shuttle's right where we...
Ah, Quark. Always the one to think ahead.
Thanks for sticking around. Now, if you don't mind, let's get back to the DS9.
We've got a problem. The cloaking device is acting up. The cloak's offline!
Terrific. This is what I get for buying Galen.
Don't worry. I'll be running it again. I just need a couple minutes.
Right, see about that, I don't think we will survive that long. Fuck front.
Found another way back.
Fuck front. Front's dead. Doggy boy, we ain't got one more minute. Okay, we didn't hit our cruisers that I basically called in. I had to relocate that. And they're gone. Oh, this is where we died. Just saying, I know my level of skill.
We're getting hit hard here.
Now, let's go.
I don't know about the...
Engage. Oh.
Quark and Nog told me you did a great job keeping them all safe. Thank you for bringing them back in one piece. The 6th rule of acquisition says, never allow family to stand in the way of opportunity. But what can I say? Family means a lot to me. Brunt is ambitious, but predictable. We expected him to betray us, and we capitalized on it. Brunt made life difficult for the Nausicans who worked for Madron. That was a painful decision. Ask Dr. Bashir about that if you're interested. Brunt made the mistake of dealing with someone more ambitious than he was. Madron came to me shortly after Brunt made him an offer, and I made Madron a counter-offer he couldn't refuse. I think I just came up with a new rule of acquisition. It's not smart to turn down a deal with the Grand Aegis. I'm pretty sure Madron would agree with that. There's something I'm curious about. The Herc stole the Sword of Kahless from the Klingons a long time ago, but no one seems to know why. They didn't eat it, so there must be something about it they value. And we Ferengi are all about value. Perhaps the lab's sensors and equipment can tell us more. Maybe it's made of a rare, precious metal.
What can I do for you? Well, he's got a deep contusion of the auricular lobe and a possible dislocated malleus. Normally, in a Ferengi, either condition could be fatal, but it seems that whoever did this to our friend here knew exactly how to keep the damage just this side of lethal. Luckily for the patient, he'll live. Unluckily, there's only so much modern medicine can do to numb this type of pain. Quark and Rom don't seem to.
And they'll both pay for their crimes. Ah!
If you say so, Brunt, but the Grand Nagus has other ideas, I'm afraid. And I hear that Ferengi prison is unpleasant. None of the Ferengi were willing to tell me what led to Brunt looking like he went 10 rounds with the Gorn heavyweight champion. Care to enlighten me? Based on the scans, that carapace was around for quite a long time before Kahless made a weapon out of it. The blade material is over 4,000 years old, where the story of Kahless is roughly only 1,600 years old.
So what you're saying is this sword is not made from Kahless's hair.
Now, this is interesting. These readings indicate that the sword of Kahless is made out of biological material with a germanium base. I'll need to run more tests to be certain, but I believe the weapon was fashioned out of a Herc carapace. This may explain their interest in it.
So it's not made from Kahless's hair. Well, that's kind of disappointing, actually.
I'm reading traces of multiple radiation types within the blade. Discounting the type that likely came from the Iconians, there are still clear traces of thermobaric and tetrionic radiation. I believe we could cross-reference Alliance and Dominion star charts and easily determine where these traces of radiation originated from. We have a 4,000-year-old weapon made of a Herc carapace. My analysis of the radiation within the blade should allow us to narrow down its point of origin. I've had the computer working on that as we speak. Let's have a look. Cross-referencing all known Alliance and Dominion star charts, and voila! There's one system that contains all of the conditions we've isolated. Havas Kur, at the edge of Dominion space. It's possible we've just discovered the location of the Herc homeworld. We should forward this information to the appropriate parties at once. This could be the breakthrough we've been looking for.
Sounds impressive and valuable. Rule 21, Quark. Never place friendship above profit.
Unbelievable! I knew Brunt was a snake, but Lek? Guess I should have known better. The bigger the smile, the sharp.
He's a fool if he thinks he can steal from me! I'll have every eliminator, bounty hunter, and pirate in the 4 quadrants gunning for him! No!
Considering how angry my father is, the Klingons will be the least...
Oh, he gonna die today.
Think they bought it?
Completely. As
oh,
far as
you
they're
bastard.
concerned, the sword has been stolen. You, might want to lay low for a while, though.
Opportunity plus instinct equals profit. Well done, brother.
The sword of
Fucking
Kahless,
Ferengi.
as promised.
Once again, the House of Quark delivers. Martok will be pleased.
So will I, Grilka.
You gave it to your ex-wife?
Pleasure doing business with you.
You did all this for your ex-wife. Quark. Quark. Was the pussy that good, man?
Congratulations on my first.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'll see you guys later.